Hello friends, today we are going to do chapter number 8, HTML Advanced Features. HTML Programming. HTML or Hypertext Markup Language is the basic computer language for creating HTML documents or web pages. HTML codes and tags specifies the format and layout to create web pages that can be accessed and displayed through a browser. HTML tags are one of the most fundamental elements in writing the HTML code. Tags are HTML commands which tell your browser what to show on a web page. All tags start with a left bracket and end with a right bracket. HTML documents are saved with the file extension .html. Fact: HTML5 is the fifth and current major version of HTML. It was the first released on 22nd January 2008. Lists in HTML. In HTML, lists are used to display information in a well-organized manner. HTML lists enable to achieve a structured look of the HTML documents, making it easy to maintain the document. In HTML, there are mainly three types of lists. Ordered list. It is used to arrange a group of related items in a numbered or alphabetical order. Unordered list. It is used to arrange a group of items in any order. There is no specific rule that one item in the list should come after another. Description list. It is used to give values to the list of terms used. It is a name-value pair combination. Ordered lists. In HTML, ordered lists or numbered lists are used to display a list of items in a defined or specific order using numerical or alphabetical values. For example, the recipe of cooking a dish. The steps to be followed are numbered in a specific order according to the recipe. In HTML, ordered list is defined using the OL tag. The HTML tag to define the list item within the ordered list is the LI tag. In the ordered or numbered lists, there are various number options that can be given for the listed items. First, plain numbers. Capital letters, small letters, capital Roman numbers and small Roman numbers. Type attribute. In HTML, the ordered list use the attribute type to specify the style of numbering options like plain numbers, Roman numbers, capital Roman and so on. The various values that type attribute can take is a, small a, I and small I. When the list tag does not specify any type attribute, the default value of type attribute will be normal numbers like 1, 2, 3 and so on. For example, enter the following code in Notepad. Unordered lists. An unordered list is a list of items in which the individual items are listed with bullet signs. In HTML, the UL tag is used to define an unordered list. The tag LI is used to list out the items in the unordered list. In unordered list, there are the following bullet options: disk, circle and square. The default bullet in an unordered list is disk. The type attribute is used in an unordered list to define the style of bullets used. For example, enter the following code in Notepad. Description lists. In the description lists, the listed items are given different values. It will be a combination of name and values. For example, the item fruits can have different values like apples, mangoes, oranges, and so on. The description list is the new name of definition list in HTML. In HTML5, the definition list is renamed as description list. In HTML, a definition list is defined using the DL tag. The DT tag is used to specify individual items in the description list. For example, enter the following code in the Notepad. IT Nugget. Notepad is the basic text-based HTML editor. The other popular HTML editors are Aptana Studio 3, NetBeans, Bluefish, Phase 5 HTML editor. These editors are IDEs. IDE stand for Integrated Development Environment. Inserting images in web pages. In HTML, it is possible to display images in the web pages using the img tab and src attribute. The img tag is used to insert images in HTML documents or in web pages. The tag img is an empty tag. It does not have a closing tag. The img tag uses the src attribute to indicate the source of the image file to be displayed on the web page. The location where the image file is stored in the system will be the value for src attribute. In HTML, an image can be defined using the following syntax. img src is equal to image name. Here, the value of the src attribute is the location where the image is saved. The image should be saved in the same directory where HTML document is saved. For example, Figure 4 shows an image being inserted to a web page using the HTML code given below. Download any image of strawberries from the internet and save it in your system. Inserting links. Links are the pointers in HTML that enable the user to navigate from one web page to another. Links are the key elements in the World Wide Web. It connects related documents together and displays through web pages to the user. The start and end point of a link are called anchors. The link starts at the source anchor and points to the destination anchor, which can be a web page, audio or video clip, PDF files, and so on. Anchor tag. In HTML, links are created using a special tag called the anchor tag. The opening tag defines the beginning of the link and closing tag indicates the end of the link. href attribute. The href attribute specifies the target of the link. The value specified within with the href attribute will act as the link. For creating links in HTML, you simply have to specify the target in the ahref, add the text that should work as a link and close the tag with /. Inserting tables. In HTML, tables are used to arrange data like text, images, links, forms, and so on into rows and columns. Tables are also used to create page layout of the HTML pages. Table tag. Tables in HTML are defined with the table tag. Attributes of table tag. Using the table tag in HTML, you can begin the process of building a table. But for defining various table properties like borders, height, cell space, and so on, various table tag attributes are used, which are as follows. Border. It is used to specify the border of a table. Border color. Specify the color of the border. Cell spacing. Specify the amount of space between cells. Align. Specify the alignment of table to center, right or left. TR and TD tag. A table is divided into rows with the TR tag, which stands for a table row. Each row is divided into data cells with the TD tag, which stands for the table data. A TD tag can contain text, links, images, lists, forms, and other tables. For example, type the following HTML code to create a table. Displaying objects through mark. In HTML, mark is a tag used to move or scroll text or an image on a web page. The mark tag is used in HTML to make the objects scroll across the web page. Mark is the opening tab and oblique mark is the closing tab, making it a container tag in HTML. Any text or image specified with will be scrolled across the screen on the web page. There are various attributes for the mark tag, which are given as follows. Behavior. The attribute behavior can be set to different values like scroll, slide or alternate, where the text will scroll, slide or will move back and forth once it touches the sides of the window. Direction. This attribute value can be set to up, down, left or right, where the text will move according to the set direction. Scroll delay. This attribute will decide the speed of the text being scrolled across the screen. Let us see the use of mark tag in HTML document with its attributes. For example, enter the following code in Notepad and save as an .html file. By default, a link on a web page will appear in blue color till the user clicks on it. Future ready. CSS or cascading style sheet is used to design the HTML document and to specify how it appears on the screen. CSS plays an important role in web designing. Creating forms. In HTML, forms are interactive web pages with fields, buttons, text boxes and other elements and are used for entering data. Forms are generally used for data verification and authentication or to maintain a record of the data. The main elements of forms are text box, password input columns, text areas, radio buttons, check boxes, menu buttons, scrolling lists, etc. In HTML, form is a container tag with form as the start tag and oblique form as the closing tab. There are two main attributes in form, namely action and method. Action attribute. In the form tag, the action attribute refers to the file name where the values entered by the user in the form will be saved or submitted for processing. It can be an HTML file or PHP, .NET or CSS file. The value of action attribute can be a file name or a URL address where the file is located. Method attribute. The method attribute tells us how the form data should be sent to the server for processing. For creating simple forms with text boxes, radio buttons and so on, input tag is used in HTML. The input tag creates an input field where the user can enter the data. The input tag can have different values like text boxes, radio buttons, text areas, checkboxes, and so on. The label tag is used to give label to the input tags. For example, by using the label tag, you can define whether a text box is for entering name or password. Labels help the user to identify the purpose of each text box in the form. Enter the following code in Notepad to create forms in HTML. Thank you, friends.